Muhammadu Buhari is back in Nigeria after 49 days in the United Kingdom. He thanks Nigerians for their support, but says he needs more rest, over the weekend, and is hoping to resume work next week. And more reactions continue to trail the announcement of the Independent National Electoral Commission on the date for the 2019 general elections. What are the implications of this in Nigeria's political scene? And that's our focus on the program. Many thanks for joining in, everyone. This is Politics Today live on Channels Television. It's a Friday. Welcome to the program, everyone. I'm Seun Okinbaloye. Let's begin tonight with some of the stories coming from the Supreme Court of Nigeria. The judgment today for politicians who are in the game of forging certificates. You need to hear this. The Supreme Court has said that anyone found to have forged certificates to seek qualification to stand for any elective position in the country has no place to stand for the election because of the criminality involved. The Apex Court said that the issue of certificate forgery to secure eligibility for election is a serious issue that must not be allowed in the country's polity. Delivering judgment on the disputed Okpoku Ado and Ogbadibo Federal Constituency of Benue State, so Justice Sidi Bade said that Nigeria will be doomed when certificate forgers are allowed to take center stage in the elections for political offices. Justice Bade will deliver judgment in the appeal filed by Honorable Hassan Anthony Saleh, upheld his nomination by the People's Democratic Party, PDP, as a candidate of the party in the 2015 National Assembly elections. The Apex Court said that the challenger to the appellant, Mr. Christian Abba, who is laying claim to the ticket of the PDP for the federal constituency, must not be allowed to have his way because he has had his hands soiled in a proven case of certificate forgery. The Supreme Court now says that the Independent National Electoral Commission to hand over the certificate of return for the seat to Honorable Saleh, being the qualified person to fly the flag of the PDP for the 2015 national election. A Court of Appeal judgment which had earlier recognized Abba as PDP candidate was set aside by the Apex Court, and in its place the judgment of the Federal High Court, which nullified the candidature of Abba and recommended his arrest and prosecution by the Inspector General of Police, delivered by Justice Ademi Ademola, was restored. Well, now, let's begin with the major story of the day. It's a rainy day in Lagos, Nigeria's commercial capital, and what a day to have our President Muhammadu Buhari back in Nigeria after 49 days in the United Kingdom. It was first a 10-day vacation which the President extended his stay to seek medical attention in London. Today, he touched down in Kaduna from London, from there to Abuja, the seat of power. And hear him now as he addressed the nation after he's met some cabinet members.
I am feeling much better now. There may, however, be need to have further follow-ups within some weeks. Rather than sending open delegation to Abuja to welcome me, may I appeal to all Nigerians to continue to pray for our country's unity, progress, and prosperity. I am deeply grateful to all Nigerians, Muslims and Christians alike, who have prayed and are continuing to pray for my good health. This is a testimony that in spite of the hardship being experienced, Nigerians support the government in its effort to tackle our country's challenges. Youth and intellect is squarely behind him. Age and purely military experience is behind him. I deliberately come back towards the weekend so that the Vice President will continue and I will continue to rest. Thank you.
Well, some people say in his jovial and a very very calm manner, the president looks like he's truly back now. Well, the president will have the weekend to rest, as he said, which Professor Osinbajo will continue as the acting president until the president has transmitted a letter to the National Assembly that is expected to take place on Monday. To get this conversation started now, I have joining me from our Abuja studio the Executive Director of Partners for Electoral Reforms, Mr. Ezenwa Nwagu. Many thanks for joining us on the program. So much to talk about, including the issue of the announcement by INEC. But let's start by this. What implication, or what do you think the coming back of the president at this time brings to the table? Now, we saw the acting president. He was very busy at the time that the president was away. A lot of things have happened. The dollar, naira has gained. We saw relative peace in the Niger Delta. What's your take now that the president is back?
Well, Sheryl, thank you. I think what needs to what we need to be excited about is that we have the full complement of the presidency. Our constitution did not contemplate a situation in which we will not have a vice president. So the situation in which the acting president had no other person, no vice supporting him, meant that there was some kind of gap. But there is now a full complement of the presidency, and but what's important is that whatever has been working well, we need to continue with it. The direction that the acting president put the country in is very commendable, and I think since it lowered the tension in the country, it brought a new vista of hope. It's important that that is factored into how we go forward from now on. But excitedly, we have the full complement. We have a president and his vice working together to push the country out of the challenges that it currently faces, and that's heartwarming.